everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ranting with Rosze. It's the Lady Rosze here. Remember to keep it cool, classy, never trashy unless they try you and you guys to get nasty. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So let's get into it. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk about the glorification of toxic relationships and more specifically the glorification of toxic celebrity relationships, and just dive into why the media keeps pushing these relationships in our faces, as well as why consumers keep uplifting these relationships. So in this video, I will answer 3 important questions. Why are people so obsessed with celebrities? Why celebrity relationships don't last? And what impact does the glorification of toxic celebrity relationships have on the Black community? In today's society, people are obsessed with celebrity couples. They love the idea of couple goals, which my personal definition of couple goals is the illusion that a couple has it all or that they are perfect. 3 main things go into this: the attractiveness of the couple, how rich or how much money they have, and how they use that money to flaunt their relationship, and how famous they are, or how much appeal they have, or how they touch the masses. So if a couple is attractive, it makes it easier for people to gravitate to that couple. And if they are rich or they have some type of monetary benefit when it comes to being a couple, they are able to invest in that illusion of perfectness, i.e. the fancy bags, the fancy gifts, the fancy cars, the clothes, the money, everything, the illusion of being perfect. And if you couple all that with one of those people in the relationship being someone with a little bit of fame, a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of clout, then that gives the illusion of, oh, that couple is a power couple. They have something that everyone emulates. They are something that everyone wants to be. You know, when people say that, I want that Jada and Will love. And now you see what happened with Jada and Will. Jada and Will don't even have the Jada and Will love. Let's be honest. So it's this obsession with people wanting to be in love, wanting to be in those people's shoes, for the same reason that we root for that couple in our favorite TV show to make it, for the same reason we believe that our favorite rappers or entertainers, if they can find love, we can find love. Same thing with Lil Durk and India Royale. We believe that if they can forgive each other for everything that they've been through, if he can get down on one knee after cheating on her, and if she can take him back after all the things that he's done to her, then maybe taking back my lying, cheating, abusive baby daddy isn't so bad. Maybe taking back my lying, cheating girlfriend isn't so bad. You know, people use other people's lives as a reasoning to the decisions that they make. And I'll get into the impact that this has on the Black community a little bit later in the video. But the last and final reason why people are obsessed with celebrity couples is toxicity is entertaining. I mean, look at Blueface and Krishan. The only reason this couple had a platform is because we as consumers gave it to them. They are the epitome of toxic, disgusting, trifling, just unrecognizable, unwanted love. They are the epitome of it. And yet they got a whole show, and yet they got social media fame. Like, I scroll on my YouTube, and you know how they like make little pages for couples or whatever. They have Blueface and Krishan pages. Like, why? It's because toxicity is entertaining. It doesn't matter that they're physically and mentally abusive to each other. It doesn't matter that they're going to probably ruin each other's lives. It doesn't matter that one of them might even end each other's life in their brawl, in one of their fights. It doesn't matter that they may bring a child into this world that is brought into a broken situation and in turn create a more traumatized individual. None of that matters as long as we're entertained, right? It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous, and it's disturbing, and it's disgusting. And there's just no excuse for it. Now, we see time and time again when celebrities get together, they make up, they break up, even if they get married, even if they have babies with each other, they do not last. They don't stay together. It doesn't even matter if they're together for 10 years, for 20 years. They eventually break up. And I feel like there's several reasons because of this. One of those reasons is you are with each other for status. You are with each other for gain. You are with each other just because it works and just because you are able to benefit from it. Like when I look at Diddy and Young Miami, that is not love. That is not love. Young Miami is obsessed with the status of being with Diddy, feeling like, oh, I'm with Diddy. I made it. He can get me a bag. He can get me this. He can get me that. And Diddy, on the other hand, is manipulating the situation because, one, she is way younger than him, and it makes him look like, oh, Diddy got her, even though, Diddy probably has been with beautiful women over the course of the years. It's like he's like in his freaking 50s and she's like in her 20s. She's not even 30 yet. So it's just like that whole dynamic is a power dynamic because it makes you look a certain way when you date for status. Just like when you look at someone like Lori Harvey, she dates for status. She does not date for love. She does not date for certain things. And a lot of the times that this is the narrative that the media is showing. But if you do not correct people, if you let people run with the narrative that you date around for status, that's the perception that we're going to have of you because that's all we have to form our opinions of you. So she's someone that dates for status. And as you can see, none of her relationships ever last. The most that they last is 3 months to a year, maybe, tops. So when you date for status or when you date for some type of benefit, you are not dating because you like that person. You don't love you. You could possibly like that person or eventually fall in love with that person, but the basis of your relationship is built off of gain. It's not built off of actual genuine love. When your relationship is built on public perception, the public controls your relationship and the perception of your relationship. The public, the fans, they are the harbingers of so many beefs, of so many lies, of so much gossip being spread, things that are true, things that are not true. So when your relationship is based off of public perception, basically the public controls your relationship. Basically, you're in a relationship with the public. And it's crazy because a lot of people, they'll go and they'll post their business, they'll post their relationship business online and then get mad when people comment on it. But it's like, no, you can't use us to get ahead in life, and then when you don't want us to be in your business, we just turn our heads and look away. That's not how it works, honey. You're a public figure, and what people don't understand is when you become a public figure, you open yourself up to criticism from the public. I.e., if your relationship is a public relationship, your relationship has been open to becoming somewhat of a public figure all on its own. So we can make videos talking about you cheating on your girl. We can make videos talking about y'all going back and forth on Twitter. We can make videos about you cheating, arguing, disrespecting each other, beating each other in the streets, because guess what? You have decided to bring your relationship to social media. And a lot of that is crazy because the age of social media couples has risen. Normal people that are not even celebrities are now being able to benefit from their relationship just by starting a couple page on YouTube, just by starting a couple page on TikTok, on Instagram. Normal people are starting to get boosted up into this realm of celebrity as an influencer by using the relationship. And in turn, the relationships are becoming more of a social construct, more of a business construct, more of a business construct. It's more of a business partnership, a business relationship, than an actual relationship, which is another reason why those relationships don't last. When your relationship is built off of business and it becomes a business relationship, there's no romance. There's no love. One person will start to feel neglected. One person will start to feel like they're doing more than the other in their relationship. And you get so wrapped up in this whole idea of being a social media couple, you forget that you actually have to build and shape and continue to nurture your relationship. And someone might go through something and the other one might not even notice because they're too busy focusing on the business aspect of it. And those relationships are bound to fall apart. I mean, look at De'Ara and Ken. They completely fell apart because their relationship was a business relationship. They had been together since they were teenagers, and I feel like they were in two different spaces. I mean, even looking at them separately now, De'Ara is doing the same thing she was doing when she was with Ken. She's making the same type of content, but Ken is making completely different content. He's not as consistent with his content, and it's just like it's weird to see them separate because we've always seen them together. And that goes into my next reason, because when your whole identity is tied into a relationship, it could be hard to separate yourself from that relationship, who you are as a person. And like comparing that to De'Ara and Ken, whenever you think of De'Ara, you will always think of Ken. Whenever you think of Ken, you will always think of De'Ara. Even looking at Justin and Selena, I mean, come on, it's been years, and Justin is even married to someone else, but you cannot mention Justin Bieber without the fans bringing up Selena. You can't even mention Justin Bieber's wife without them attacking her, comparing her to Selena, because everybody wants to see them back together, even though their relationship was toxic for one another. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. So I feel like this idea of couple goals, or the power couple, or the illusion that someone is the perfect couple, or just this narrative of the toxic celebrity black couple in particular, impacts the black community to its detriment, because the internet is raising our children. Let's just be honest. At this point, parents don't even try to stimulate their children. They just put a phone in front of their face so they can leave them alone and sit down and be quiet. They don't even try to socialize their children. They don't try to understand their children. They don't try to communicate with their children. They just shove a phone in their face. And social media and the internet is raising our children, and they are watching and they are learning, and what they see is defining their perception of what love is. And a lot of the times this struggle love has transferred into the black community. We always see you dating the drug dealer, the baby mama, the baby daddy epidemic, and that's like a whole different video that I want to make and talk about. And it's just a lot of things that glorify toxicity in the black community that is showing people to accept less than what they deserve. And I feel like this is going to diminish the importance or diminish the perception of relationships. That's why all of these situationships have been created. That's why people are now being okay with being cheated on and taking people back. That's why people are now being okay with abusive relationships, thinking that that's cute, thinking that that's how people show love. And it's not true. I mean, come on, like if Beyonce took Jay-Z back, why can't I take my husband back? Why can't I take my baby daddy back? It's crazy, right? That's really people's train of thought. That's really how people think. And in my opinion, celebrity relationships are never anything to pine over. I have never uplifted a celebrity relationship and be like, oh, I love them. Because I know that people are just people. And that's another problem. We have such a hard time separating celebrity from their fame. It's like, look, they are still people. They are not larger than life. They don't have different organs than you. They're all the same people. They just have a little bit of fame, a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of success. But at the end of the day, they're still people up underneath all of that fluff. And I just feel like you can't base your happiness on other people. Stop looking at other people's relationships and trying to base your relationship off of them, because it's just never going to work. It's never going to work. And overall, the glorification of celebrity relationships needs to end. It is terrifying and horrifying, and it's kind of disturbing how people are uplifting toxic relationships, knowing that these people cheat, knowing that these people are abusive, knowing that these people are mentally abusive, knowing that these people aren't right for each other. We continue to uplift these relationships, and it's quite disturbing. So thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Ranting with Rosze. Leave your comments down below. If you disagree with my take on it, go ahead and tell me how you feel about it. Tell me how you see this. It's only my opinion, and honestly, I'm not so dead set in my opinion. I'm not going to let someone educate me on stuff. So go ahead and give me some education down below if you disagree. But overall, I do appreciate you for tuning into this episode of Ranting with Rosze. Thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember to keep it cool, classy, never trashy. Unless they try you and you got to get nasty. And I'm out. Mwah.